Booking 400 plus meetings a month is not about some secret script. It's about systems, and I'm going to give you a look inside of ours. Most agencies promise 20, 30 meetings every month, and they struggle to get 5. We consistently book on average 15 to 20 meetings for each of our clients every single month, and 400 across all of our clients, and we only get paid if they actually show up. The difference isn't some magical email template or some growth hack. It's having a complete system that manages the technical infrastructure, even up to closing deals. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact systems we use to send millions of emails every month with the highest deliverability in the industry. So first, let's go over the technical infrastructure that helps you book meetings. Is we do about 70% Gmail, 30% Outlook split with across 95% of our client base. The reason for that is it diversifies your risk. If anything were to happen to Gmail accounts, Outlook accounts overnight, you don't just stop. You don't just lose output of campaign. You still can be sending emails for your client on behalf of your client. So the second thing we do is we purchase 2 to 3x the infrastructure of what you would normally do to hit your target emails per month. So say we wanted to send 1,000 emails a day, we needed 100 email inboxes to do that because we send about 10 per day. We will set up 200 to 300 inboxes for that client if our goal is 1,000 emails per day. What that allows is anything happens to deliverability of that, whether reply rates go down or positive reply rates go down over time, we can monitor those inboxes and switch out and put in new fresh ones. This allows 2 things to happen. One, you always have brand new fresh accounts going at all times and can quickly kick them out if they just stop working. The second thing this allows you to do, have extra warm up for your inboxes for a longer period of time. You might have the first set of inboxes going for about the first 2 weeks of a campaign. You might start to see 10 to drop off after that of deliverability. And then you can replace those with the newer inboxes. So you have 300 total. The first 100 you're using, they start to go down, you use the next 100. These have now warmed up 4 weeks versus the normal 2. So we usually see better deliverability with that set as well. And then this next set, when those need to go in, they've warmed up for about 6 weeks now. So you see improved deliverability with those as well. And as soon as those go down, we're replacing those inboxes as well. So as soon as those first 100 get deleted, we are replacing those inboxes on behalf of the client immediately. This allows consistently where there's a system in place for deliverability. There's always emails going out that are fresh and we don't see reply rates drop off. So that covers the first series. First thing is diversifying with Gmail and Outlook. Second thing is having enough infrastructure to manage the campaign and not have a drop off. Now, obviously there's a cost of doing so, but this fixes a few issues that we typically see. So the first issue we typically see when an agency comes to us, or, they've had issues with other cold email agencies or appointment setting services in the past, is they say it works really good for 2-3 months and then just dropped off. The reason for that is emails get over time, obviously spam rates go up. They need to be replaced more frequently. 2 to 3 years ago, you could go 6 months to a year sometimes without replacing inboxes. That's changed pretty drastically now just due to spam rates, algorithms with Google and Outlook. So you have to monitor that frequently. Purchase 2 to 3 times your infrastructure, but that alleviates this issue of where the deliverability is a problem, where you had a campaign working and now it's no longer working. That fixes that issue completely. And this is also the number one reason agencies they've hired don't perform. This is actually a big reason why some of the pay per appointment companies that are out there right now that take like a 4 to 5K upfront cost seem to struggle to get results consistently because they purchase a lot of infrastructure. They'll get your results the first month, you see some meetings, and then they tend to drop off. And the reason for that is they purchase all that infrastructure, but they're not consistently replacing that infrastructure over time. And because they're, all the payments were upfront, there's not much incentive for them to consistently purchase new infrastructure for you to make sure you're maintaining the meeting rate that your goals you both agreed on ahead of time. And that's why it's more important to consistently have some kind of tech fee where you're managing the tech over time and replacing those more frequently. Third thing that agencies struggle, don't track open rates, use syntax within your emails, don't track clicks, use servers like a Smart Lead, Instantly. We're a Smart Lead certified partner. Don't use CRMs to send your cold emails like a HubSpot, Close, or anything like that. You have to have specific servers that you're sending out of that are specifically for cold email purposes. That's another one where I see agencies go wrong as well. And the last one, even though it's kind of been said, the amount of volume necessary to get the meetings you want typically is not done and able to be managed internally. We're often, again, setting up anywhere from 100 or 150 to 4, 5, 600, 700, 800 inboxes for a client, sometimes more. One, obviously there's a cost associated with doing that. Two, managing that infrastructure and the deliverability is pretty much a job on its own. And to manage that internally in a business where you have no experience managing technical infrastructure can be very, very difficult. And that's why even if you did this on your own in your business, if you don't have the right processes in place to manage the infrastructure and manage deliverability, you're going to struggle. The secret to managing deliverability is constantly checking and validating the reply rates over time. Where I see people struggle is understanding if it's copy, systems, or what the issue is with reply rates. The number one metric is reply rates. The second most important metric is positive reply rate. Both of those are the stats you need to measure deliverability. But again, this is a full-time job in our agency for a person to manage this infrastructure across all of our clients. And that's the reason we see a lot of agencies struggle, is they struggle to actually manage the infrastructure, let alone write the copy. So I'm going to review the machine that we built that consistently books 400 plus meetings every single month and the team behind it. So the first person on our team, so obviously we have the deliverability person. So we have a person whose sole responsibility is managing the technical infrastructure and maintaining the deliverability of the inboxes. And this is checked 2 to 3 times a week across all of our campaigns, across all of our inboxes, every client. This is constantly checked to make sure we are constantly seeing results across our client base. And that's the sole purpose of that person's job. They, 1, manage the deliverability, 2, replace inboxes if we need to replace those, 3, monitor them throughout the week and report back to me on the results of those campaigns. So we have a copywriter on staff as well, whose sole responsibility is to help write copy for the campaigns and adjust copy. The third one is managing the inbox. We actually have a person dedicated to manage the inbox as well to make sure we're getting to the leads within 10 to 15 minutes. 1, we want to be delivering them. 2, we want to be able to get replies. 3, when a reply comes in, we want to be able to handle it very quickly. Within 10 to 15 minutes, he's replying to the leads in order to book meetings. That's why we consistently book 20 to 30% more meetings versus our peers. It's because we can get to a lead so quickly. This isn't AI, it doesn't sound like a robot. We are using SOPs and specific things for the inbox manager to handle the replies. And if we're unsure how to handle it, we get to you within those first 10 to 15 minutes, the best way to do it. After all 3 of those roles are overseen by our operations manager. She oversees the deliverability, she oversees the campaigns, and she oversees the copywriting, and she oversees the inbox manager as well. So she oversees all of those things and reports to me on how they're going, the results and the success, and we work together on overall strategy across the campaigns as well. Then I have the salesperson. I have a salesperson whose sole responsibility is to help generate new business for our business, but he also oversees a small SDR team that we have that also works the leads for the inbox management team, and he works congruently with them as well. So he oversees sales for our business and also a small SDR team as well, who we warm call and work leads as well, in addition to the ones that don't book through cold email. And on top of that is me, where I oversee essentially strategy and operations and work directly with her, my operations manager. And then I oversee the sales department as well and oversee where that. Please see my first video. We fixed deliverability. We have a process in place for that. Second part of our business is we work on offers and sales. And that's where I personally work with the clients directly. So 1, I work with you on our onboarding on creating an offer. They'll actually convert. We send millions and millions of cold emails every month. We know what's working, what's not. You tell me what you're doing and I'll help you build an offer that actually will convert cold traffic. But not only will it help convert cold traffic, we'll help you convert more deals as well. The third part of our business is we do call monitoring as well, which is part of our sales team. And Jake and I help oversee the call monitoring, where we build you sales scripts, we build you the sales process, and we actually monitor your calls in the first month as well to provide completely free of charge to make sure you understand when the meeting's booked, how to do discovery, how to do the pitch, and how to close. Follow that up with call monitoring to make sure you're executing on it and give you tips, feedback, and how you can improve on that as well. Because not only were you booking the meetings, they're closing deals now too. By the way, if you want to see exactly how we set the system up and why we only get paid based on results, click the first link in the description below. Now for step 3, let's discuss why these systems work for our clients and why others haven't. Metrics are critical. So we track metrics, how many emails we send, how much volume we're doing, the reply rates across all of our client base, positive reply rate, and how many meetings we're getting per email sent, and how many positive replies per email sent. And we continuously work to optimize those stats. Those are the same type of metrics you would work if you were working in a Fortune 500 company. You would measure activity level, phone calls, emails, conversion rate, percentage of those, demo closure. All of those stats are measured and can be optimized. It's the same with cold email campaign. All those stats can be measured and optimized. Without that background, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing, and where a lot of agencies don't have that background of Fortune 500 company or don't have the manpower to do so, struggle to scale your email campaigns, or if you're doing this internally, struggle to scale these email campaigns. So last month alone, we booked over 1 million emails across our client base, over 1% reply rate, and booking consistently 400 plus meetings across the board for every month for our client base. Example be AMZ Advisors, we consistently booking them 20 to 30 meetings every single month. Our average client books 15 to 20 every single month. Prime Team, we booked them 30 meetings every single month, both with TikTok offers and Amazon agency offer. Coast Media, we book them consistently 30 to 50 meetings every single month, consistently. They didn't all start there, but we scaled there with their agency. These are typical results we get with agencies that come on board with us because 1, we know the technical infrastructure needed, 2, we help them on the offer, and 3, because we're working with them on closing deals, they know how to convert these deals into money. And because of this technical infrastructure, where we're constantly purchasing 3 times the infrastructure, managing deliverability, we don't see major drop-offs in results month over month like you've probably experienced either internally or with an outbound agency. We don't see that major drop-off, and we don't see those ebbs and flows that come with cold email. We'll see ranges. We'll see 30 1 month, 10 1 month, 15 1 month, 21 month. But we don't see major drop-off like you're consistently used to with agencies where you went from 20 to 2 to 3 to 0, where we have that drop-off period. But we do consistently see the average maintaining around 15 to 20 across every one of our client base, simply due to systems in place for managing technical infrastructure and having a team able to respond quickly to those leads and a team managing those employees as well. And it's not just about obviously booking the meetings, it's about closing the deals too. So any new client that signs up with us, here's the entire process. First thing they do is we find out how many meetings they want. If it's 20, 10, 15, whatever we can agree on starting at, we then build an infrastructure needed to book those meetings, whether it's 1,000 emails a day, 2,000 emails a day, 3,000 emails a day. We build the infrastructure to be able to capable of sending that much volume. And then we buy 3 times the amount of infrastructure needed. So if any inbox over a period of time decreases in deliverability, we're able to quickly replace those. We're consistently see leads coming in. And if leads are coming in, our inbox team is working those leads to book those meetings for you. So one, we build the infrastructure. Second thing we do is get an onboarding call. We work on offer and strategy to figure out best way to convert cold traffic. We've taken what they've done, their case studies. We discuss what I've seen work and collaborate an outbound offer that will actually convert traffic and help them close some deals. Third thing we do, once a client launches, we have set up a Slack. We are directly booking meetings on their calendar and they get notification on Slack. As soon as we set the email campaigns are ready to launch, we set up a call to go over sales process, scripts we recommend, and we help them set up call recording. So when the meetings start coming in, they know how to close the deals, because it's not one thing just to get appointments, it's a whole nother to close those deals. Those are 2 different things. For a Fortune 500 company, there's the activity level and then there's the demo closure. Those are 2 metrics you measure in a Fortune 500 company. It's the same thing I look at with the agencies we work with, whereas the appointments and our conversion on that side and how many leads we get in and how many appointments we get out of it. Our goal is to get you to 15 to 20% on average, which is about outbound average. Anything lower than that, there's probably a process problem built into your sales process. So we review that with you, create the sales process, create the call scripts, and then you get call recording. Once calls are booked and you start sending us call recordings, we start monitoring the first 2 to 3 phone calls and provide immediate feedback to you on how to improve the process, execution of the process, and what tweaks need to be made to convert those into those deals. And that's why it's not just about the lead gen with us. We're not just another lead gen agency. We are fully an appointment setting company and help you close the deals as well. The reason we consistently book 400 plus meetings every month is that we built an entire system, everything from technical infrastructure to appointment setting to deal closing for our clients. Most agencies are either technical experts who know nothing about sales or sales experts who don't know anything about deliverability. We combine both plus 15 years of Fortune 500 sales experience to bring to your organization. So if you want to see how we could build these systems for your agency, click on the link in the description. And other than that, see you in the next video.